Me olvido de ese amor tan ingrato.
What's up, guys? It's J.R. Gomez from Los Conjunto Bandits, all the way from Plainview, Texas, and now living in Austin, Texas 512. And I'm proud to be one of the Tejano Conjunto accordion players to come out of the great state of Texas.
Para todas las chucas.
The first song I probably ever learned was my dad teaching me probably de colores. So, you know what I mean, church songs. So it'd be you know, that's simple. So, man, I took that out and I was like, man, I got it. But yeah, my dad, he's the first one to actually get me going on the accordion. My dad, Lee Gomez. I'm named after my dad. I'm Lee Gomez Jr., my dad's Lee Gomez Sr., but you know, everybody knows me as JR. And so finally, I did my first gig at a prayer meeting. It was for a friend of mine, his grandpa. It was a prayer meeting, and I invited all my friends. You know, I'm like, hey, man, I got my first gig. My first band, it was called La Competencia out of Plainview, Texas, and they originally came to get my brother. My brother was a drummer, and they came to get him, and so my dad was like, well, you better take your little brother with you, you know what I mean? So there I go, tagging along with my brother Tommy, and we'd open up for La Mafia, La Fiebre, La Sombra. That was my first gig, and it was definitely, it was fun. As a kid, it was fun. It was Lubbock, Texas, back in, I want to say 96. I want to say about 1996. And I had a friend of mine named Danny Rodriguez. He was a drummer at the time for La Fiebre. And he goes, man, we have an audition, man. We need an accordion player. So he got me an audition. I went to the hotel room. I think I did Polka de Tigre. Something like that. I haven't played it in a minute. But I did that one and they loved it. So I ended up playing that night with them. And after that, you know, I went on tour with them and I ended up doing probably like 3 years with them. I got my first Grammy nomination with them for La Fiebre Live. It was an awesome CD to be a part of. And I ended up joining Excelencia with my friend Joey Jimenez and Adolf and David De Anda. From there, I ended up going with Jay Bettis, who I wanted to play with for many years, man. So finally got my big break with Jay Bettis back in 1998. At that time, Jimmy had split up with Joe and Mas, the great Grupo Mas, and so I ended up going with Jimmy and winning my first Grammy with Jimmy. After the Mas, I joined A.B. Quintanilla with the Cumbia King All-Stars. And when I joined the band, you know, you got Chris Pettis right there, you got A.B., you got all these awesome musicians, monster guys. And I'm just sitting there like in shock, you know what I mean? What am I doing here? But you know what? You know, it was an amazing feeling. And we would go everywhere. We'd go to Mexico. We did the Cumbia King reunion in Mexico. We'd go to Bolivia. We'd go all South America, Central America, and thousands of people at the airports. You know, they're just flooding the streets, you know, rocking the cars. And it's like, what are you doing here? What's going on? Conjunto's my heart. Conjunto music, you know, just the passion, the dirtiness of it, just the stomping on the ground, dancing, you know, just the stories. And I decided to make my band, J.R. Gomez y Los Conjunto Bandits. I announced it, and within probably a couple of weeks, I was already booked 3 months ahead, and we went to Vegas. We went to go do the David Farias Conjuntazo showcase, and we kicked butt over there. We rocked Vegas, and we're ready to rock Vegas again. And it's gonna be a crazy show. We got an awesome show for everybody. And David, you better be ready, boy. You better be ready. Sarah, you better be ready. It's gonna be on. So guys, J.R. Gomez, Los Conjunto Bandits. We're ready to rock Vegas. Are you ready?
Esta botella te pido, me sirve por solo un rato.